I now give the floor to Her Excellency Kamina Johnson-Smith, Minister for Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Jamaica.
Mr. President, Excellencies, Jamaica welcomes the convening of this special session. We appreciate the opportunity to share and work with the international community as we evaluate our efforts to date. The current realities of the world drug problem compel us to formulate dynamic policy responses that complement our development objectives while adhering to the rule of law. There's a pressing need to develop and implement balanced, multidimensional, and innovative strategies. Given the grave threat that illicit drugs and transnational organized crime pose to our national security, Jamaica has undertaken targeted efforts to address the root causes of these problems. We are finalizing a 5-year national drug plan and designing comprehensive demand reduction programs in the areas of prevention, early intervention, treatment, rehabilitation, and social reintegration. We have strengthened our laws to dismantle criminal organizations, prevent money laundering, and combat human trafficking. Mr. President, in developing policies to address the world drug problem, we are cognizant that one size does not fit all. In Jamaica, cannabis has traditionally been used as a folk medicine, as well as a religious sacrament by our indigenous faith, Rastafari. Such specific uses are not associated with illicit, large-scale cultivation for trade. Last year, Jamaica amended its Dangerous Drugs Act. In so doing, we also did several things. We decriminalized the possession of less than 2 ounces of cannabis, making it a ticketable offense rather than a felony offense. We created a legal regime governing the sacramental use of cannabis by Rastafarians. We established provisions for the medical, scientific, and therapeutic uses of the plant, and we established a state authority to license, regulate, and monitor the allowed uses. While adhering to our obligations under the drug control conventions, we maintain that countries should be allowed the flexibility to craft appropriate laws and policies that take account of other important elements. These include differing cultural perspectives and practices, as well as consideration of the health, well-being, human rights, human development, and security of our citizens. We contend that the classification of cannabis under the Single Convention is an anomaly, and that the medical value of a substance must be determined by science and evidence-based analysis above other considerations. We will continue to abide by our international conventions, even as we work in close collaboration with the international community on designing balanced and innovative strategies to better address the world drug problem in all its dimensions. With regard to the follow-up to this UNGASS, Jamaica reiterates its call for the establishment of a mechanism to review the global drug control architecture and make recommendations for the consideration of member states on how best to recalibrate the world drug problem and the global response. We reaffirm our common and shared responsibility to address the world drug problem. We emphasize the need to ensure system-wide coherence and enhance collaboration between the CND and other relevant agencies, including the INCB, the WHO, the HRC, and UNDP. Mr. President, we must move forward to make meaningful and effective progress in addressing the world drug problem. We must place health and human development at the center of the process. We owe it to the current generation, and in particular our young people. We owe it to future generations. Mr. President, Excellencies, let us not let them down. I thank you.
I thank the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Jamaica